My name is Arseny and I have a big trouble. You see, for the longest time my art felt like price situation at your local grocery store. It wasn't improving. And what's even worse, I was also struggling to stay consistent at drawing. So I made a strong decision. I must find the most effective and effortless way to improve my art and stay consistent in the long run. And what I found completely blew my mind. So here's the plan. Everyone said that to improve my drawings I should simply draw pages of cubes, Loomis heads, anatomy mannequins and perspective boxes. So, full of motivation, I said, let's try it. What could go wrong, right?
1 week later.
Freaking everything gone wrong. I found myself completely lost in these exhausting sessions. What am I doing? For what? I couldn't even see any meaningful improvement. And I thought, this is it. I'm done with drawing. But after reconsidering my life choices, God, I'm useless. I decided to make my last attempt. And if it goes south too, then maybe all those years of struggling weren't a coincidence. And I'm just not cut out for this. So I started digging through years of art courses, masterclasses and tutorials. And after weeks of searching, I found a pattern. A pattern that completely changed how I think about practice. It turned out that the artists who improve consistently not necessarily practicing more. They were practicing differently. Let me explain. Imagine for a second that you are playing a cyberpunk game. You find yourself in the middle of the dystopian city, breathing in the air that smells like ramen and synthetic meat. Oh. And everything you do feels effortless and exciting. But while walking to your next destination, you turn around the corner and notice something unusual. And you totally forget what your destination was, what you were doing. And most importantly, you don't have motivation to play this game anymore. Meaning you lose your entire progress. But why did it happen? Because what you interacted with is something that doesn't align with the context of the game. So you are no longer immersed. Like in drawing. If you are not exactly sure what you should practice, there is a high chance of wasting a lot of time on the irrelevant things. So how can you avoid that? I found out that the most successful artists use one hidden method to improve their art effortlessly. It's called the context method, and it consists of 3 rules. Let's start by asking, why does it feel like the most of your practice time is not leading to any kind of improvement? And how can you fix that? Say you're doing a study. At first, it feels like you're improving, and you expect it to be like that if you continue further. But after one point, something weird happens. The value you are getting from this study with each new hour becomes lower? So you are starting to get diminishing returns after reaching one specific spot, which is called the optimal effort point. And here's how we can use it in our favor. Instead of wasting hours on a single study, we will focus on reaching the optimal effort point on the first study and immediately switch to the second one to finish it at the next optimal effort point. Wait, but how do you know exactly what to practice and what that point is? That's where the first rule comes in, the study context. For example, what if I want to learn portraits? Then instead of wasting time on full body illustration, I can get the most of my value by drawing only the head in multiple angles. But that's only a part of this rule. So, how do you find your own optimal effort point? It must be something that will give you the highest returns on the time invested. And for portraits, it will be to sketch 10 different angles using only line art. So, I write it down here. Now comes the crucial step. I create a dedicated board called Focus Library. It's where I organize my references for the current study. But I noticed that I can spend countless hours on a single study, which is bad, obviously. So, to avoid wasting time, I set a repeating timer to check if I already reached that point. I like to keep it at 15 minutes. Now, what's critical? Study context answers how can I get the most value from my study. But there is even more important important question: why am I doing this study in the first place? Because if your destination is wrong, it doesn't matter how efficient your journey is. Rule number 2: directional context. I found that I can do these studies effectively with the first rule, but it's starting to feel like I'm doing it aimlessly. So to make my everyday studies to lead into desired goal, I use a special tool that I call a directional inspiration. It's a dedicated board with a very specific purpose. Whenever I come across the artwork that makes me think, oh, I want to draw like this someday, I add it to this board. I create this with the help of built-in templates, and then add artworks in seconds with help of Milanote's web clipper. But I noticed that I can get stuck endlessly collecting artworks with almost zero results. So something's definitely missing here. So when I've collected the artworks I love, I write down what is the one most prominent direction amongst all of them. Next, I copy it to the main board. And now is the most important part. Before doing any studies, I ask the question: is it aligned with my main direction? If no, you just save a ton of time. Congratulations, by the way. If yes, then this exact study will get you to your goal much quicker. This is super effective. But let's be honest, now we have what to study and how to study it. But we are still missing one thing. These study sessions can easily become so boring that you will drop them in the next few days, like I did a lot. So how can you actually have fun and stay consistent in the long run? Rule number 3: emotional context. This rule consists of 2 parts. First, think about activities you can do endlessly without even noticing it. Watching your favorite anime, playing games. There is a reason you can spend hours doing this. We will use that to trick your brain into wanting to practice. And the whole structure with exercises for your studies is available for free in my digital art workbook. Grab it by the link below. I'm serious. It's cool stuff. So why these activities feel so effortless? It happens because you are emotionally invested. And this simple phrase is exactly what I apply to my studies. For example, I'm not a fan of studying perspective with all these boxes and different stupid stuff, although I need it for my goal. But I love Pokemon and gaming devices, so I combined it and got this. I learned more about construction and also have a lot of fun. And the second crucial part of the rule: after giving your studies meaning, you will notice something interesting happening. You stop relying on discipline. Why? Because of emotion, you become more motivated. You practice more often, you improve faster, and improvement itself becomes rewarding. This creates what I call the momentum loop. But wait, there is a problem. Consistency alone isn't enough. Because after fixing all of this, I still spent years making the exact same mistakes. And that's when I discovered a simple system that exposes these mistakes you don't even realize you're making. I'll show you exactly how it works in this video. Click it and I see you there.